Sure, we are live right to my channel. Say hello. But well, as you all, there is nothing as perfect, right? Okay. So I am going to in this stream. We are all here. So in this stream, we are going to do some basics. I would like to do. I would have liked to do a video on the right hand corner, but I do not know anything about copyright claims and whatnot, so I do not know about it. Okay, so we are going to start now, right? So I'm very sorry. Okay, so I am going to just follow the tutorial and I'm going to keep the sound to the minimum actually. Hey, hopefully you are still able to hear the background and also able to hear my voice clearly. Let us start. I would say let us start with our basics. What do you think? Yes, foundations. Right. So the first thing is that I'm going to start with most commonly is going to become not the best thing, but yes, we are going to follow a YouTube tutorial that I'm going to play on back. I do not want to post here because obviously I want to create the YouTube and making it. His name is S. Michael Hampton. The video that I'm watching currently is Foundation Sketching Part 1. If you want to follow, you can put that on the background and follow along while watching the stream. Uh, so let us start. What do you say? Without wasting the time, you know. So yeah, we are going to do all not just fundamentals. So hopefully you are also able to follow along, and I'm also able to follow along. Right? Let us make that so good to know that. Right. So we are going to. Okay. Let us go ahead. Hello. Good. Good. Okay. Yes. Thinking. Let us see what he takes us through here.
Before we would then cover it with paint, which is something that we eventually have to do, and it does get upset.
Okay. Sorry for the data. Bye. So what we are going to do in this is basically going to follow my study here. We are going to learn about excited about it. Let us do that. And when it stretches things, right? It doesn't make make it scratchy and then it, that's what I do not have. Yeah, the best friend that is avoid, then there is a cylinder goal, and last but not least, not mostly used, but we all know very important, right? The pyramid. You know, we are all on the same page. Remember that I'm going to obviously going to put a we are going to use Unitens timeline. This is a 2.0, and I think, yeah, it's a final 2.0. And then, uh, market as it would be much easier for you to see, right? If you are not interested in the fine field, I would say, then there is also the other channel that I do. It, it is also the first day that I'm going to do that channel, and I don't want to mix it together. In that channel, I'm going to just go in those. I'm going to take nothing related to drawing and just follow what I'm going to do is playing games. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not good on games as well. I've just been studying for the whole life at this point. I was never both and playing games, I would say. So yes, this would be an experience for both. I've played some in terms of mobile occasion that, but I have not played a single game on um, top. So this laptop is actually brand new. I've just bought it, so it's free and it's thought while just playing and drawing alone, you can just have friends. The second topic that is explaining to us is basically ghosting. That just means that we are going to do is without putting our pen down, we are going to just imaginarily try to put a line in the air. And when we are confident that we can put a line to this point to this point, we are going then only we are going to put the pen down on the ground and then pull the line, right? So for me, I do is I like to put uh, my pen in the most comfortable position that I like, and then I just do it goes 2 or 3 times, and then I pull a line, right? See the dot connected line, right? That's what we are trying to achieve. There is also like multiple ways to do it. We do it backwards, run, up, down, diagonal. It's not just straight. We can also do curve lines. It's just we need to follow it, right? And do not do what. Don't just draw the line so it can get like it can go like "Ululu." It's different, but we can just make this type of lines And yes, we do not want these type of lines. That's why we are trying to keep posting it. So it is much easier how you just follow through. Right? Put your book in a comfortable way. We are doing this just yeah, we are going to do is just create what we have right now. And yeah, yeah, most commonly, right? Most commonly we are going to do is we are going to find ourselves in a big wrong clutter, I would say. Wait a minute, I will try to clean.
So
So
does
does
it?
it look good now? Yes, it's much better. That's what I'm trying. Okay, so basically what we are going to do, we are going to continue following. If we see any problem in that, we try to. Okay, so we are going to do continue what we have to do. That is just working roasting times and then trying the line, right? So then what we are going to do is continue doing that till we are proficient in that, right? Then we are going to also try to do the curve line, put more points into the curve, which is much better, right? So that's what we are going to try to do here. Yes, sorry to say right. Trying best. Sorry if it is I do not get the best canvas with the right now. Okay. So if we are going to curve line, try to put a point randomly above, under, or what wherever you want to curve the line. Right? So do that, and then we basically follow the path like posting again. Because do the one or two, three, four, how many times required to nail that line where you are able to pull your pencil to all 3 points, and then what you are going to do is you are just going to connect, right? When that happens, then what we are going to do is basically learn how to do perfect circle. Very basics, but it is very helpful when you try to design industrial design stuff, right? It is useful in multiple, even trying things in perspective like an oval, smooth one. It's very helpful, right? What we do is basically we take uh, take make a square that is equal most of the time. So do not worry if it is not exactly square looking. No one is going to get the square exactly like a square, right? So try to get a square that is best suited, right? That's what I do. Then what we are going to do is basically connect all four corners. That is this point to this point, and we are just going to connect them, and same goes for this with this, we are going to connect them, right? Then what we do is basically wherever the center point is, we are going to put it there like this, and say like this. Why? As we are going to find the the center of the square, which makes it easier for us to just follow the line, right? So when we are going to now basically try to make a circle where we connect this all these points that you have. Again, you can just do a posting thing where you connect all 3 points. If you're proficient with this, being able to connect and curve a line, yeah, it is easy, right? Um, Not the best circle, not the perfect circle, right? And no need to freak out. It happens if we are not most three level people who know everything and understand everything about our thing. I know it's not like that. They have done it hundreds of times. They have practiced it thousands of times. That's why they know square perfectly and what you do not need to worry. If you're not still able to do perfect circles and having some issues, what we can do is basically like what we are going to put a mark in the center of each of that line, so it is easier for us to make a circle. Then what we are going to do is again same thing. Just and what we have is mostly going to turn out to be the perfect circle. Now again, you need to practice it thousands of times for you to try. Uh, this is the practice that we're going to do for every time we start drawing. So do not worry. Uh, and again, point A being that we are going to do it over the period. Like for example, like I just told you, we are going to do this and learn this with Michael for the first few weeks. We are going to continue to do art like that every day at the, I would say, at the end of the stream where I am going to declare that we are going to end stream in Agile Dash 2. That's when we are going to take out our new page, when it's a blank page, and then we are going to take is just normal day-to-day objects around us. I'm going to pull out an image for you to refer to, so do not worry about that. What I'm stating is we are both or we are all going to draw the object. Uh, we are not going to do complex shapes just now as we are just starting to learn. But if you're a beginner like me, and then yes, we are going to do enough chit chatting. That is to our next part. That is basically we are going is again make some time for this, right? And we're going to do is to make equal lines, and what we are going to basically make boxes, right? We are just going to try making normal equidistance. Let's just make it equidistance, right? Okay. Here I am going to make 4 boxes. So what you are going to do is in those boxes, like we learned before how to make the perfect circle thing, we are going to do the same exercise. In the first part, we are going to do is we are going to use the guidelines where we obviously cut the lines, take the center, and then after that we make it right. Okay, we are going to do that for a few times so that we are able to learn it. For making it easier, I'm going to just draw a line which is going to be parallel for most of the time. Like I just told you, we can always just use posting method. That is because see, once we try to boost a circle, we are proficient with the circle most of the time, right? Where we can just do this, where we can just do this, and we know that we can at least make and try to do a case circle, right? Uh, when we the guideline, we know that we are capable to do a circle by using the ghost method, right? Good. So once again, we are going to keep making circles for our practice, and here I'm going to just the last circle. Okay, good. So now that we have been able to do circles with the help of the guidelines, now what we are going to do is with the same two lines, like basically uh, we are going to do is basically create again two lines, right? We are going to create two lines where we are going to the same create boxes. The line is created that all right. We make same way that our boxes, right? But now this time what we are going to do is basically we are going to do the circle thing, but without guidelines. We're trying to see if we have improved, we have built some muscle memory by making the circles using the guidelines. Where we do the ghost thing and we create a circle and to muscle memory what close to that. Right. So what we are going to do is try to imitate the same muscle memory that we just did a few moments ago and create a circle without the height. Right. So we do the post thing and would you look at that? We are able to make the same. Is that possible? Well, it's more connected to your muscle memory. A few moments ago, we just made a circle using time, but it was all us doing circle. So we were able to make. Now we have to do the same thing, but without the help of the guide. So our hand tries to make and adjust to the way that we work, and now we are going to just make the circle. Easy. Okay, so what we are going to do mm, is learn one thing. My mistake. Um, you can see where now what we are going to do is do the same with the remaining this. We are going to do is post the link and then create a new circle. So we were done with making circles out of I would say not really. They're still using guidelines that are being for and over. But again, this is all part of it. But we are basically just using. If we have to do it without any and all guidelines, we need to master both the circles with guidelines, as it will help us in doing correct perspective circles, and being able to do them without perspective, but being able to create them in equal sizes. Why? Because if a circle is not an equal circle, then you're not making a circle, you're making an ellipse, which is not the point that we are trying to get, right? So let me show you what's the difference between the ellipse and the circle, right? So you remember the two lines that we made, and I'm just going to use the lines that you if I put a diagonal and I try to do is a circle around, well, what we see is this is not a circle. This is what they call ellipse, and that that's what we use when we want to draw something skew, or in terms of like here we drew this, right, the cone. The cone is the same elliptical norm that we drew. Obviously, if we see it from the top down, uh, if we see it from the top down, that's a different story. That is going to create, obviously it's going to create a perfect circle, but in terms of seeing it from the front view, side view, whatever you say, except from bottom and above, it's going to create an ellipse, right? So we are also going to practice our ellipses, because obviously not everything is a circle. Most things are skewed and look more elliptical than circular. I'm just going to extend this time. Okay. Okay. One more time we are going to do it. Okay. Good. So now that we are able to do it and sloppily make ellipse, I would say, now what if we try to do what we did here, right? We did a measurement like circle, which is what we call a perfect circle. How about we try to draw it in let's say a perspective way, right? So for example, what if we do is, yes, what if we do, we put the line up, right? So now the square is tilted. What are we going to do now? Well, we do the same thing. We cut it diagonal. We find the two point, basically the center. Then we do is we cut it across, and what do we have here? Yes, it's a circle in perspective. Why does it not look like a circle? Well, obviously, not not going to look like a perfect circle, but angle, right? If you look at a tire from the front, it looks like a circle. If you look at from, let's say, a little diagonally, then you're like, wait, that does not look like a circle, right? It's actually a circle, but it's just skewed a little. Like for example, if you look at it purely based on the circle, right? Let me just rub this extra part behind you, right? If we do that and we just boldly mark, a mistake, so we just boldly put a circle and remove all the guidelines, then it starts to look like a circle. Just just a circle, but in perspective. If we put what can we say? If you put another circle inside it, right? And same goes here. If you just put if you do that, well, congratulations, you just made a ring. If you just extend it a little bit more on the outside, like if you do this and then again you do this time, do it in perspective, then well, congratulations, you made it. How does that sound? Pretty fun? Well, that's what we are trying to learn. Good, right? That's a circle for you. That can be a tire, a ring, whatever you imagine it to be. It just we are trying to do is create a circle perspective. So what we try to achieve is not just an imagination but also theoretical. We are going to try what more we can learn. Okay, let's do one more thing, right? Michael here is telling us that there is not just this or this, right? What if we just put it awkwardly away from us? Well, we need to do practice that as well. Why? Because well, you need to how to draw it in both directions, above, below, uh, skewed, whatever it may be. Because obviously, objects are not going to be still comfortably every time, and just because you're practicing now does not mean it's going to be practiced forever. You need to someday do it beyond where you are thinking of object in three dimension, like the five primitives that we drew. These are all fundamentals for drawing them in much better perspective, angle, creativity, everything you can think of. Imagination. We are trying to make our body learn things so that we can obviously draw these things from our imagination in any and all forms that we want. Okay, so what we are going to is what we have here. Okay. This is what we are trying not trying to achieve for your information. This is not what we are trying to achieve. Rigid lines, too much sketchiness, and yes, also remember not do not draw with too much pressure. Why? Because it is very hard. If you want an example, I can show you. Right? Uh, do we require a demonstration of what is happening? I will try my best to do it. Right? I will try to do it basically show you why you do not need to draw with a what can I say, very pressured pencil way. I do not know the strict terms for that, but by not putting too much pressure. Why? Because well, if you do put too much pressure, for example, here, right? I will show you. If we take an eraser, right? If we take an eraser and try to rub it, yeah, I got myself. Okay, if we try and we try to rub it, you can see, right? It leaves a mark. Even if you literally rigidify it and just put pressure on it, the line seems to disappear. But if we put our pencil mark above it, what do we see? remains the paper is then scanned basically at this point. So what we like to do is basically we're not going to put pressure. We are trying to do light gentle strokes as it is much easier. Let me show here. I'm going to put away right mark. Right now, if we rub them, even we can lightly rub them. Right. And now, if I put pencil marks above it, there is no mark like this here, right? So why is that important? Because let's say, okay, here I will draw a very circle thing, right? And if we just drew what we drew here, right, the spherical contour that we normally draw with a rigid line, and then we do is, oh, okay, now we are just going to do is, we have circle, right? We have the circle, we do not need the contour line. Let us just we rub those contour lines. What's going to happen is basically if we try to shade it, uh, what is this that we are seeing? Oh, you cannot shade it pretty good. Well, why is that? That we see, because that's how it is. If it is compared to what we will do, right? If we do it good and we put a contour line, and oh, okay, the sphere looks right. Let's rub the inside, and we just go like, okay, let's the the line for this circle, right? Not to the pressure critically, but normally by just darkening over one or two times over it, right? What is going to happen is now if we want to put as little pressure as we want to show the gradient tone for the for basically the sphere, there is no line or there is no rigidness that we're going to see after shading, which is much better and understandable. That's what we are facing, right? Good. Now that we have cleared the topic, I would not need to put pressure on objects. We are going to continue on the right. So in this session, I would say let us try to do 1 point perspective. What do you say? Sadly, or what- yes, yes, I would say because in part one video that we are trying to see right now, well, turns out that Michael is going to teach us how to do the 1 point perspective. So yeah, let's learn that and see how it turns out. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Turn the page. Let's turn the page and I'm trying to make the lighting a little dim. It is like yeah, I'm focusing. I'm just trying to figure out right now. For this. we are going all of this inside of a box. So if you are okay with it, I would say get yourself a ruler, right? The ruler is going to come in handy because well, the point of this all is to uh, create a perfect box because we are not proficient in making perfect boxes till now. I have bought a, I don't know what scale this is. This is called roll and draw 30 centimeter ruler, right? Uh, it's a scale that I've bought from my friends. It's something that I've bought, and yes, it's a good scale. It makes it easier for me to draw straight lines and as I see with the perfect finger. Even if the plan, so let's draw a box, right? Um, so then going to be some, okay? Here we are going to take the scale, yep, and it's okay if you go beyond like oh I should have it's all great. There is no one much that is right? We all are learning, right? If it's space put on yeah. All learning that information to teach you when not the teacher just the students like and we are learning together. What do you say? Okay. So now that we have created the box, this is basically where we are going. This is the basic frame where we are going to work. So obviously, we are not going to draw outside of here. Like here, we are only going to side of this, right? So try to do that. This is like a frame for us. Think of it as a drawing sheet. Would you? Uh, move now that we are going to do is basically take a one point perspective or hmm, let's see what Mr. Michael has to say here. Okay, so what I am seeing is him trying to did right. We are trying to find out. What is that. So we are going to do that. Just that we are going to draw a fast. We can use the when box the size to the calculate whether it is either okay. From point this is basically going to be vision We are getting somewhere. That's good, right? That we are getting somewhere. Say, we are going to noise the our perspective and see whether we are capable of it. But I would say we are ready. But yes, it is very hard to learn perspective in terms is for what I am because I've seen people perspective and think how do they draw, right? So yeah, I would say this is something that here that one day. Okay, so I'm going to put up a here obviously going to use the same image as Michael here. So Michael's foundation reading is the basic shape that we are looking for. So, yes, okay, great. Thanks for that. And I'm going to try to up with the image and introduce it. Yes, that is that. Okay, here comes the image. Guys. Okay, so this is the shape that we are looking we have obviously we are this image from this video. I would say much better, right? As we are in yes, we are able to see the video. Okay, great. Now here basically we are going to take the image. We are going to as always going to create right. Well, Mr. Michael here is using digital tools and extremely strong. Mr. Michael from digital tools as medium. So that we are going to also be able to run the same text, same thing with digital as there is no equal time, right? It's basically the same. Yep. Okay. Let's take a point here. Okay. Yes. Let's take a point here and just point like right here. Do not worry. It's not everything about oh how am I able to go and how I'm not there. the Michael guy is very professional. He knows what he's. What was the observational part of what? Did we not learn anything from this point? We just forget that we did observe where we just sit there at types of learning and then analytical is this, while observational is what we are currently create an image with just just based on what we are seeing. Understand me? So that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point. We are trying to do is we are just seeing how we are able to do the same thing. Easy, right? As you already know that both the points are perpendicular to each other. When we how which equality I am a butler. Yeah, I know, but your tiny brains might not be able. So yeah, they're in a straight line to point, right? So what you are going to do is you are basically going to do it. Sorry guys, I had to take it. That's why. Okay, now that all of this, what we are going to do is basically my system is hanging. The best thing that I can get is my not what is this so system that much hanging that you're I am constantly in the speaking thing. Wait a minute, let me see thing. that you have to see this. Okay. Hey, um, able to do it, I would say, right? So that one is not working. I don't know why, but hopefully, so in my okay, it's working, it's working. Okay, so now it's working, right? Um, please work, please work, my. Okay, okay, it's working, it's working. I was a little scared. Okay then. Let's see. We have the image, right? We all know we have good thing. Okay, we are going to follow through once again what we were talking. Okay, so now that we have done this point, what we are going to do is basically try to um, make this line, which is basically um, the line that is on the right side, right? It's not too diagonal or too uh, long, but what we are going to do is make it a little skewed. Why? Because well, that's how it is supposed to be. And yes, now that we are here, great. We have the lines done. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do the same thing that Michael is doing, basically creating the image that we have on the right corner, right? I just placed. Yes, we are going to create the same image. How well? Congratulations. That's what we are going to learn now, right? Michael, please don't do this to me. Don't tell me you're just going to arrange them to the center of the line. My God. Michael, please. Well, we'll just do it. It doesn't matter. Michael changes 10. My God. Michael, why would you say this night? Why would you? Okay. So now what we are going to do is basically create squares, I would say. Right. We know how it works. We know why. Now what we need to do is basically just take these points, right? And what we are going to do is you remember the thing, right? What we did, create points outside, inside, and make a line thing. Yes, we are going to do so. say also why it's a PDF system I can if we know what all we also been doing if we also know what we're trying to say we are trying to construct the boxes that are going to become the fundamentals of this whole process. And good enough. We are going to create another box and then good. This is all based on observation. We have to deconstruct the object that we are seeing. We have to rebuild the same. If you are looking at Mr. Michael's video on the side, then you would get a better perspective, I would say, because I am watching his video as well and just following along. I'm just giving narrative because people who are not watching his video would not understand what I am doing. I would say this is much better, right? Yes, it is much better. Okay. So, oh my god, why did my voice crack? That's so much strange. Okay, now that let me think for we know what we are trying, right? Now we know that we are going to put a line here, we are going to reconstruct this thingy thing. Okay, I do not understand it yet. Let me state that clear. I'm not an expert. You understand me? No. I'm just following along. Good thing or not, I do not know. Okay, let us do it. Shall we not? Now we are going to divide this box that we see equal to but you are the mind. Yep, yep, yep. So we are going to do this the first straight line. Right? Yeah, both of these parts into right? What am I doing? Right? So don't ask me about. I'm also a fellow student who is just learning. So you can count me out. Good thing, right? Yep, not not when you're watching someone like I don't think you're going to get it interesting. content that you are trying to see, unless you're someone who just likes to think, I'm going to put my retail intentions in whatever. Yeah, yeah. For the people who are still watching, thank you for watching. If not going to watch, then I'll keep doing it. One day or another, I'm going to find my people, right? It's simple. That as our theme guide, I would say. Right. Yes, this whole is going to become okay. The whole point is that we have basically plotted the basic things, right? You would understand. I again tell you, I recommend you actually, while I am seeing the video of Michael, you should also be able to see Michael's video. Why? Because, well, eh, he explains it in great detail while I am just following along, right? I understand if you're not currently in to be seeing this. Next time I would see how, without getting the copyright claim, I can put up a video, YouTube video. Because well, you will not be happy better. What you're going to do is basically just going to give structure to the object that we have just built, that is the wireframe. Now we are going to put objects inside of it, making it more object than just being random squares and blobs. What do you say? Right? Sounds good? Good. Okay. Now that we are here, let us prompt. Now I am stating again, we are basically on, now we have finished the first lecture of Michael. So now we are, we have changed routes to episode 2, right? Yes, we have turned and changed our line. What can I say? Basically episode 2, right? We have turned to episode 2. Okay. Uh, let us start with episode 2. We are now going to split the thingy. Okay. Posting it, creating a circle, basically making it the best of our capability that we can. Hey, oh, cylinder itself? Is it accurately done by the way that Michael is done? No, no, not as same as Michael does it, but fine enough. I would say fine enough. Now that we are here, we are going to basically move ahead. We have done the cylinder. Okay, we are done with the cylinder. Yeah. So just finalize it. Why? That's how we are going. Obviously, it's not just going to be like one thing and then we are done. Right? That's uh, now that we are here. We are the same steps. Yeah. It's a diagonal line. We do that. We draw our ellipse that is in the cone. The, that which is in a cone. Uh-huh. We rub the inside of it. And then render the cell information. in this. I would look at myself right now. What do you say? Acceptable? Yes, somewhat. Somewhere along acceptable. See, I am you what was the center line for this one? Well, this one was for basically creating an axis. Axis. Axis which tells it where the center of the point is going, right? Obviously, sometimes we are not going to be able to do the object, right? So the point is going to tell us in straight line where the object is going to basically uh, right now we are basically, if you remember correctly, we had this, right? Yep, we had this. We are going to use my brother. We are now kind of following it. Why, even though Michael is a teacher, it is our duty as well that we learn our own. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing it. It's basically mm, it's hilarious in my thing, right? How does this would out of person out of understanding? Hmm, how can it be done just square? Obviously, yes, yes, I am not impressed. I know that. Please, I do not want to get myself tortured. Please, I am drunk. Please, I am sorry, my friend, my brother. Please, do not torture me, brother. I was wrong. Please, my brother. Okay, okay, we done with this. Yes, we done with this. Okay, we do the pillar now. Yeah, pillar. Yes, I've done the pillar. I have done this circle. I win. I win, my brother. I win. Okay, now we are going to do is basically rubber sheet that we do not maintain, and now oh my god, I am not able to see and understand the thing now. Okay, now that we have clear sheet, we have I will say soon. Oh my god, so many guidelines, so many steps there. Oh my god. very funny. One more. What do you think? Looks exactly like the drawing in the picture, right? No, it was not. No, it was not. It was the drawing in the photo. God damn it. Done it. Done it, guys. We done it. Yay. Yeah, brother. Bibi. I do not know what I'm doing. I understand it. But we gonna do and complete this thingy thingy. Right. Okay. So basically now Michael is doing is basically he's going to create the table part right now. Right. We know that that is how it the, the table has been done now. Okay. Not too bad for my first attempt. Would I say this is the best that I've drawn? Obviously not the best that I've. Why would I say that it's not the best work I've done? Because if you head to my Instagram, you can see that I've done shit which was much better than this before, and I have not drawn for like since I don't know when, and suddenly I decide, oh, now I am very free. I should start learning drawing again. And what do I get? I am not even able to draw a still life. What the heck? What what the HELL? Oh my god! I am done. So wait, I am done. Do you understand me? Right? We are done. Okay. You remember when I said, oh guys, it's going to do it. When I say I'm going to end stream and dash 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 moments, we are going to draw something. No, no, this was something that I was thinking, oh, we can draw together without Mr. Michael's help. Even with Mr. Michael's help, we are not doing the best. So I would say we are going to conclude our little drawing session today. I'm not feeling very good. And not in terms of health for a that is not in terms of that is in terms of seeing my drawing and how far I've not progressed. Yeah, you do not need to know. Hmm, I do not want to waste my ink, the pen ink, the unip pen. You remember the thing that I showed you in the first uh, half of the video where I said, "Oh, I'm going to use unip pen for you to be able to see." I think you're able to see how bad. I do not need to show you how bad. We are going to wait for 2 minutes. I'm going to do whatever the hell I think I am. Oh, oh, you want to see something, guys? I'm just going to draw some doodles for them. Wow, what the right guy? What the word? For the foreign part, yes, I'm was decided to fix it. So, um, okay, this we were going to start from. And it might be in the first one confirmation to yes, we can solve this. Yes, we should. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Not sure about making this work. This is nothing. This is good. Fair at me. Now, typically, this would happen, but that's not right. All of them match, all for fun. And with that, thank you. I'm going to end my stream today. I'm getting frustrated. Yes, I'm going to stream tomorrow. Right? Even if I'm frustrated, we have decided that we are going to learn, right? So let's meet tomorrow. We will see if I am able to get on the same time, that is 1:30 something. I was a little bit difficult in setting up the whole thing for the first time and figuring out the nicks and knacks of these things. But yes, we would do. I will try to do the stream again at 1:30 tomorrow. So hopefully we you can join tomorrow as well. So bye guys.